giver dig et nik, når du skal starte den her.
Jeg har startet. Du sagde 2 i.
Det er klokken heller ikke.
Det er
Det er spændende.
det er faktisk 1 minut i.
2 i.
Okay. Jeg har lige startet.
Dear graduates, dear guests online. My name is Alex Johnquist, and today I have the honor of guiding you through the next hour together with two representatives of the Student Council here, which are Alex Trent and Jesper Aronsen. We will just start out with a few pieces of practical information. Whenever one of the graduates are called up here, please come up here via the central red carpet. And if you're coming up here to receive an envelope, please stand facing this way so that both our cameraman and the people in cyberspace can see your face. It's an honor for me to hand over to our head of multimedia and IT here at the Academy, Michael Lundorf-Hansen.
Welcome everyone. I will very short congratulate you all for graduating here at UMG. And another thing is that I just want to hear is if you can remember our slogan. What is that? That was in Danish. I'm not translating. So, but I'm very proud today that we have so many nice people, and we have been together a long time now, many of us, and I really enjoyed our time together. And I'm also very proud that we now have a head of programming. So therefore, I will give the microphone to Lars Due, who will have the speech.
So you in the back, I am standing up. I'm not taller than this. Thank you. Dear graduates, congratulations, we finished your education. And once more, welcome to all the family and friends who are here today to celebrate our graduates. We have been looking forward to this day, and so have we. Today is a great day. You have finished your education, and you can now call yourself multimedia designer, e-concept development, or web development. When you started, we promised you both professional and personal transformation. Well, a real grand tour, and we hope we have kept our promises. For now, your grand tour at Lillebælt Academy is over, or as you might say, it's just begun. It has been both exciting and lovely to be part of your journey, and we hope that you now can bring great ballast with you to your personal and professional life. We have proved that you can build bridges between theory and practical, and you can and you try to make a difference in your life. It is now time for you to make a difference for your employees and your customers. You come to us with education in charge and challenge. Some of you might not even comprehend the challenge that you have been through and serve with a great success. We know that your demands and expectations to all your projects, presentations, and exams have kept you awake both night and day. We also need to remember that you have been very good partying, and you are celebrating your successes. We have, and you are, a good bunch with mixed social and professional working on projects, innovative projects together. And you have tutoring new students and help each other when it's tough. You have gained competence to work as a team players, flexible but not at last innovative. You are educated to go out to fight and use your knowledge, skills, and competence in the even challenging work life. It is hard to predict the future, but it's important to have dreams and follow those dreams. And I hope that you remember the dreams you brought here 2 years ago when you started. We at the Academy hope that you have felt the rush of being something bigger. Now, a big goal for you is to make a career, and find happiness. You need to ask yourself, what is my purpose? You need to find your unique service. In other words, you must find your own mission. The funny thing that underlines missions is it is to learn. You must ask yourself, why do I do this? Why should the company hire me? You should also ask the company, what do you need from me? So, what do the companies get out of choosing you? They get an employee who is great at learning and transforming the knowledge and see the opportunities of changes. Therefore, when you leave us now, always remember to feed your curiosity and gain new knowledge through your lives. Hold on to your vision and long-live learning. I'm confident about your voyage to the future now, and I hope that it begins today, because I know that you have gained the balance that you need, both professionally and personally. You're ready to work in an ever-changing world, which is one of the most important skills that you have to learn. We look forward to see some of you again. You have guys who choose to stay here at the academy and want to take a pop-up. I would like to finish my speech to congratulate you all, and I hope you do the best in the future. So thank you very much.
Thank you. On behalf of the Student Council, we would also like to congratulate all the new graduates. And now it's time to show some of the projects that the students have made here. So I would like to see Lucas Skyvis up here.
As it was the last moment that I heard that I have to present something, we will not see a colorful PowerPoint. So instead, I will just show the website and describe what was done. So, okay. So there was a web agency here in Onset that needed a complete redesign of a website. And well, and what was done, that we decided to first think about the completely new layout of the website. And as the target group of the company is small firms in June, we decided to make the website much more personal than before. So we included a small video where you can see the workspace and etc. Then we have a lot of call to action buttons on the website, so people could go to the desired action, which is contact the company as soon as possible. Then we got a small description and a testimonial part where people could get some references from the existing customers and see the video. Then we had a field where you can see all the services the company provides. Again, the team that works there, and the cases portfolio, again for traceability. So it will take a long time to describe everything that has been done, but to summarize, the website brought a lot of new clients, and which were, for example, Onset Kommune, or local people will know that it's a pretty big client. Then Bilderberg, which is going to relaunch the stores here in Denmark and in Bolsten area. Then St. Knud's, yeah. So that's why I could call it a successful project if those kind of companies decided to trust us. Then also a big focus for the website was SEO, to optimize the website so it will be found on Google as high as possible. And currently it's ranking number 3 under many criteria. For example, if you will search for both February Onset, it will be number 3, or February Peak Onset, for example, also. So that was a huge success too. So we also are undergoing a lot of changes of identity. So logo is currently just a dummy version. We still are deciding on colors and etc. That's why if you browse through the website, you will see a lot of inconsistencies. But we try to create certain layouts, different layouts. So, for example, when customers would be searching for branding, let's say, they would have a one layout. So when they are searching for, let's say, logo design, that would work. Yeah, I don't know. Also, it's kind of optimized for full HD resolution. Yeah. So we describe what is logo. Again, this should be in post-action line. As I said, it's undergoing construction. And we present some cases, and again, we have a post-action line. So that has proven to be very effective. We use a lot of tracking tools to see if customers are actually doing the desired action, and many of the customers actually are clicking on the contact buttons. We also had another layout for websites. If customers would like to, if they would like to get a new website, we added some effects. For example, typing something. And again, call to action buttons in itself. So yeah, to summarize, it was a great project, great experience, and it's proven to actually work. The tools that we have learned in school, both processes and the handling of management. So thank you.
I would like to invite now here our e-concept development students, Camille and Jesper, to present their work.
I don't know if we can full screen. So you will just have it like this. Doesn't matter. Well, we are on the e-concept development, and surprise, surprise, we have developed a concept called Clap, which is a marketing management tool. On the third semester of the e-concept, we were on an internship, and in that internship, we found some places in the marketing, in the management of the marketing that could be improved. And we did that. We made a system that could handle all the marketing. So this one, we developed this concept which the companies could use to find inspiration or manage their tasks, make marketing plans, and afterwards evaluate on how the tasks are going. And it looks kind of like this. I don't know. The people in the back will probably have to squeeze their eyes a lot to see what's happening here. But it's basically just a full tool they can use instead of doing all the marketing in papers. Yeah, and that's what it's looking. I was told it should be really short, so it is really short. You can see here how the mockups is and the idea on how it should look. It's not a finished project yet, but of course it will be in the future. Do you want to add something?
Well, yes, I would like it to be really nice to get some investors. We also learned that in the concept development, not much. But we hope that you're not going to forget that communication laboratory name and a shortcut clap.
Last but not least, from Multimedia Design and Communication, Daniel Goren.
We just finished MMB with our team, and this was our final project. Our client was Fused Media. They planning to redesign all of their web websites in the future, and we thought that it would be a great thing to help them in this task. After tremendous hours of testing and researching, we came up with the new responsive website. Of course, we couldn't do the whole website under 1.5 months because it's a bit larger task to do it, but we came up with some concepts and websites sites that we could present to our clients. This is the main site of the portal. Usual fancy effects, nothing special. We try to follow new design trends, but we try to be provide something for the users who are like the traditional layout and design of the websites. Let's see, a sports section. This is the new sports section. You can follow the latest news through Twitter as well. For example, how are the Danes are doing in the handball championship, or football results. And last is the article page with a large picture headline. Nice, yeah. And as I said, it's it's in full screen. Okay, it's responsive, so it's quite usable on the tablets and phones as well. Thank you very much.
Ja, det var det. Er det ikke fantastisk? Nu har vi jo snakket engelsk hele tiden. Med lidt respekt for det, så er vi selvfølgelig... Grunden til, at vi taler engelsk, det er jo, at vi har 30-40% internationale studenter på vores afdeling. Så derfor så bliver vi nødt til lige at basere det på et internationalt. Det håber jeg, I har respekt for. I'm very proud to see that a professional web bureau is kind of hiring our students to give them a new facelift. That's amazing. Fynske medier, vi kender dem alle sammen. Dem, der dækker kartoffelkuren oppe i Bogense, frem for en fantastisk event i Odense. For et nyt facelift, for nogle fantastiske råd og vink med på vejen, ved at vi sammen med dem er gået i fælles kamp om at få de studerende brændt ud. I'm sorry. No, Fynske Media is and our school has been doing a cooperation where we bring the students directly into the producing articles and websites and stuff like that. And the students is physically moved into the Fynske Media. And it's very important for us that the students is actually going out and working these businesses to know and to see how they actually work together on these companies. So our students is actually getting an introduction to between 10 to 15 different companies while they are students. And we don't consider students as students while they're actually co-workers in a way. So I'm really proud to see what you have done here. And I know this is only a few examples of the great stuff you have made. So I'm very proud for that. So again, congratulations for that. The next step is to go on and hand out some diplomas. Do you want some diplomas? Are you sure? Okay, let's start that.
First person from L&D Film and Animation, Rasmus Jenner. Christopher Pollard. Jesper Stockholm. MMT fourth semester, Daniel Martin Gay. Christine Brun Hansen. Niklas Hansen. Karina Hoising. Henrik Bo Jensen. Nina Susan Skin Musa. Anders Brun Nielsen. Henrik Hoffman Nielsen. Henrik Nielsen.
Henrik Hoffman Nielsen.
Maria Petersen. Pia Skiver. And Heather Larsen. Robert Bata.
Robert Berthe.
Marcin Jakub. Tiberio Cristian Cosciano. Christian Gray. María Jesús Estrada Finse. Daniel Gore. Zlatko Dimitrov Christoph. Daniel Christoph Kukusak. Konstantin Stanvelon Manfred. Evelina Vladimirova Aktiva. Hijo Emanuel Careta Santos. Alex Silvius Cantu. Now we're development students. Advice, Salpari. Magyar Farsi. Magyar. Robert Daniel Tito. Irsa Jensen. Irsa. Matthias Holrup. Dan van Ingu. Christian Gibson. Ulrich Alderson. Rokas Skevic. e-concept development, Graziani Regionali. Christine Grönvedt Christian. Michael Sjørup Christensen. Giga Friedman. Jesper Fogh Jensen. Jonas Kronklus Jensen.
Jonas Jensen.
Nissan Joke Kaya. Nissan Kaya. Sane Ritter Brun Christensen. Esther Piero Larsen. Michael Efman Liebel. Björn Max Lieke. Maria Louise Nelson. Matt Smettins Nielsen. Martin Steve Nielsen. Adina Visa. Monika Siewek. Melissa Elena Margaret Badi. Namita Felichate. Frederick Gradal Wilkensen. Camille Dupartune.
Now you all can see why I'm very, very proud. So many nice persons and now our graduates. And to you that got the diploma today, remember, I will always be there for you. Keep yourself updated around what's happening in the school. Send us some mail sometime when you get out. And when you don't mess with the decoration. You could send us an email, especially if you become a millionaire. Then I'll always be there for you. And I think the next thing we'll go. Let me see if are we missing anyone?
We could show, but somebody forgot to call Artus up here.
Artus. Oh my God. We have one game on us. Artus, come up here. When we forget something like that, I'll give you the beer tonight. Okay? Congratulations, Artus. Anyone else that wants a diploma? Still have some? The student that didn't pick up the diplomas today, they'll of course fail and have to redo the exams again. Okay? So the next thing is that every year we choose some students that is kind of volunteer to become very helpful. It's not easy to be a manager, but then you have someone to tell what to do. No, the thing is, the first thing I have to say is that we're going to hand out some extra kind of prizes. The first is that every year some of the students are getting the highest grades. And that's of course something that we can see that is very nice because they are guaranteed a job almost. And the first person we want to see up here is presented by Alex.
The first award is this year awarded. Now we're allowed to start adding them out. We'll learn this sometime. How many years have we do this together? The first one that we need to see up here is for an award that's actually sponsored by Munkebjergvej very kindly. And they have this year chosen to go to an MD student. So for highest grade average special award from Munkebjergvej, we would like to see Erik Lauritsen. So now maybe he will be dying around to everybody else, apart from the one that Michael is buying. From our multimedia film and animation line, we also have a highest grade award, and this year that goes to Rasmus Gerner. We also have an international multimedia design line, and here I will throw myself into first and middle name and leave out the surname, and that's because of my lack in Polish skills. But we would very much like to see up here Marcin Jakob. From our bachelor program in e-concept development. They are not only good at concepts, they're also good at scaring. So there was 1, 2, 3 high-flying students. I think you should see them all up here together because they are a beautiful bunch. So we would like to see now Marie-Louise Mercer, Sanne Ribergaard Christensen, and Michael Schüler-Perfekt. Last but not least, in this category, we have our web development bachelor, and highest grade average for the web development education is Rokas Skyler. Most socially engaged. In this place, when we welcome people to their very first semester of the design education, where some people stay for 2 years, some people stay for 3.5 years, I always beg everybody to share both their knowledge and their love. And some people are better than others to share their love. No further comment to that. But sometimes they also prove to be exceptionally good at offering help and assistance to other students. That be when they're doing tutoring, when they're volunteering on different projects, and in general also are being noticed for being the ones who don't go home, but happily sit and help other students in the building out here. It's been a very, very hard task because we could only go for 4 people, and there has been a lot of and stuff, and let's pick out of a hat and what do we do, because you have all been a really good bunch, but we had to pick 4. So let's see who we should see up here first. This person has been a fixture both in helping new students as a tutor. She has also been spreading a lot of joy from behind the bar. I always keep calling her Margarita instead of her real name, because it sounds like a waitress from a resort much further south from here. So for that reason, with a great thank you for all your help and support to all the students, I would like to see Camille. So now it comes quite naturally from our knowledge of people's private lives to move to a gentleman very close to Camille in more than one sense. He has been student helper and helping me with international students for years. He has been helping with all of these graduations and with the intros. He has also at one point been chairman of the bar while he's been here. It's really sad for me that he now finishes his bachelor education. I would have liked to see him stay and take one more bachelor education, but now I'll just have to stay in touch with him outside here. I've been so proud of working together with him. Jan. The next person is somebody who has always been willing to volunteer for doing work in the place. He's been tutoring, has been willing to take other students outside his hours and help those students on a Saturday or Sunday. Always been spreading a good mood around him, and he's been a great support for the department. And I know that in his work life he will also be a great colleague, because that's the best way you can describe the way he has been behaving here at the department. So I would like to see his performance. All generations of students have little troublemakers, and this woman is no different than any other years. So the last one I want you got up here, she has been soldiering on with tutoring, with helping when we had inner event. She has been soldiering on with previous graduations. She's also been doing a lot of the hosting here together with me. I noticed that she can't quite let go, so I'm quite sure that even though she leaves us now, she will be coming to us to stand here and help graduations in the future, because I was out of the room earlier this afternoon, and when I came back in, she was standing giving directions to the we are here today. She has always been fantastic to work with for everybody and a good help and support. So, Melissa, now we started out this official part of the afternoon with speeches from our management, but today is all about our graduates. So therefore we will also now have 2 speeches, and all employees will be shaking because we don't know what they'll be saying, but we have 2 speeches. And the first of those speeches will be conducted by Melissa and Michael. The stage is yours.
Thank you. Well, yeah, so you figured out that I'm Melissa. That's Michael. We are here representing the E-Concept class, both red and blue track. And first of all, we would like to say thank you to all our fellow crazy, creative, and awesome students. But it's not your time right now.
No. Because today we would like to bring some focus on our teachers, and we'll show and tell you a little bit more about them. Some of you don't know them, and I would like to start with Lise. Lise is our little design fairy. She has been a big inspiration and always quick with an answer if we have our problems in our projects. You can often see her walking around the school in her fancy skirt and always with a pair of matching shoes.
Well, I'm going to start off with talking about Kirsten. Kirsten is our all-knowing blue track teacher with all the references in the world. She never takes no for an answer. Like when we had to go to the Spot Interactive Festival, we got the vibe that students weren't really welcome, but she got us in, and she even got Michael to pay for the ticket.
And now to you, Eric. Eric is our big thinker. You're gonna have really inspirational talks with Eric for hours, and he's always helping you out with if you have a problem with the project and helping you out to see it in a different way. And when you see him walking around outside the school, he is often walking around with this old man's head.
Okay, then our final teacher from the blue track team is Adam Mr. Adam Montana. He is our guy who wrote a book, who always makes you say, "Show me the money." And he's also the guy who is known as the British crazy space invaders Star Wars dude who runs around just playing being awesome.
So, and now we only have one left, James. James is our other British tech geek teacher. You always see him running around with a new gadget like the Google Glasses. He always posts things online, always. And it's often about what's happening in the tech world. And thank you so much for that, because it makes it so much easier for us to follow what's happening around that. So now on the screen you have the perfect combination of what an E-Concept student would be. Thank you so much for not changing our physical appearance. Could be nice with wings though. But, thank you so much for changing the way of thinking.
Just as an ending, me and Michael just want to say thank you for a year and a half of awesomeness and a bachelor degree. And now you all know our teachers a bit better. So thank you.
And we also have one more speaker from the student body. It's one of our design students, Erik Balauerton, who would like to come up here. He's the man with the big envelope. Watch out that you don't steal the envelope while you're up here. Thanks. I thought a lot about what to say because it's been 2 years. A lot has happened in those 2 years. It's hard to capture 2 years of education in a small speech, but I'll try. I think what surprised many of us when we began at MND was how diverse the education was, how many different fields it actually covered. And I know we might have ended up with it. Had the same interest when we began, and most of us might have found new interest when we ended, but we learned a lot. Also in fields we didn't expect to learn anything in. And for that, I'm thankful. We had many great teachers. Some aren't here today, so I won't mention anyone by name, to be fair. But it was a great time, and we had it was at least sadly I haven't too much in contact with the international class, but the English class was a great class. At least the third that ended up finishing, but at least I'm certain it's a good third that ended up finishing. So, well, instead of trying to say more, I just say thank you. We are saying a grateful thank you to our speakers for all their more or less sweet words. There's also somebody else I would just like us to say a little thank you to, because had it not been for that group of people, then you would all have been sitting on the floor, and it would have been me drawing things up on a blackboard with no videos, no PowerPoints. There would have been no streaming, no red carpet, no lights, no nothing, because there is a group of students who have given a lot of help during the last week to get all this up and running. So can we just see over here, Jonas Kell, Graciani, your host, Jesper Agermos, and now Paul Eskerbjerg will have to drop his camera and come over here. Not forgetting also the two people who are not in the room right here, that is Ari Kukovic and Peter Turek, who has always also stepped in at the last moment and volunteered to do things at impossible hours of night and day, where Gianni and I have all of us said scream, and their answer to our screaming has just been, okay, I understand you want me to jump, and they've jumped as high as we wanted them to. So a huge thank you to all these people. Now there is very little left for us to do in this room here. When all the guests start going down to our reception buffet in the center of the building, in a moment, I just need to ask all the graduates to be in here so they can have some pictures taken. So the guests can go in all the nice stuff before the graduates. I also need to remind the graduates that tonight the graduates have a party for each of them, as I said before. can bring guests of their own choosing with them. And I know that some of us would also come out here tonight and say an extra cheers and goodbye to you later tonight. So I think all we have to do for this part of it now, before we say thank you to you and for the people online for attending, is to give a huge applause to all our lovely graduates. And now rush down to the buffet.